Good morning, my crazy cats, kittens, and tigers we just picked up along the way in Death Valley last night. This is day 4 of 100 stadiums in 100 days. I am reporting to you live from our Red Roof Inn in, I think, Gaffney, South Carolina. Today, after beginning day number 1 in the Research Triangle at NC State, we head back to the Research Triangle to see Duke today and UNC tomorrow. One objective I have for this trip is to spend at least one day on every college sport in season. I don't think there's a better place to start that than Duke women's soccer, who has been #1 or close to #1 pretty consistently. And for a bonus, there's also a volleyball game at Cameron Indoor. Of all the stadium content we have done, Cameron Indoor is still one of the most prestigious places I have not stepped foot into. Actually, scratch the whole intro. We're still gonna go to volleyball and soccer, but we just got hit up by Duke football to do a whole facility tour while we're here. And yes, I'm wearing a different shirt because this is 2 days later. If you're watching this the day it dropped, this is from this morning. Duke football media team got lucky. There's so many schools in the Research Triangle. We can come back around right before we head out. And equipment staff loves us. So we got maybe the biggest bag of stuff we've ever seen. Shorts for the road, another pair of shorts. Duke football tee to go with the Duke soccer tee. Hat, another shirt, hoodie. Are we at shirt 4 now? I think that's shirt 4. Shirt 5, shirt 6. We're at a week's worth of shirts. I don't think we're going to Goodwill anytime soon. 8 and 9. This is incredible. Duke equipment staff, thank you. Wow. We're gonna start this up in the Blue Devil Tower. Food lineup over here. Beautiful branded chairs. Good view of the game over there. We'll take a couple steps closer so we can actually see that. And my favorite part, I always love a classic college football poster. I like this one right here the most. David the Hawk Hawkins. You guys want some quick lore on Wallace Wade Stadium while we're up here too? The only place outside of Pasadena to ever host a Rose Bowl. Fun trivia question. Press level's next up. Everyone sees the interviews once they drop, but if you want to know where they happen in the stadium, it's gonna be right over here. This is why we picked up an editor. I have no idea what's going on with all of this. Let's see what's in this graphics bag for a photo shoot. Shout out Danny Dines before we're at the next spot. And this next portion is the roof of Wallace Wade Stadium. Right up with the lights. This angle of the stadium, this is pretty different. This up here might be the best view of the college stadium we're gonna get this entire trip. This is awesome. I Show Speed just got a haircut on the top of the Falcon Stadium. Think we can swing that right now? I can get a chop.
You're gonna get a hack job from us.
We'll go to the next spot. Back down at ground level for a spin around the concourse. One thing that is new to Wallace Way since the last time we've been here is this Devil's Deck. We gotta check this out. All you can eat food over here. DJ booth is over here. You were telling me that your DJ is LeBron's personal DJ here?
Yeah, we've got a DJ meal signed up for the whole season. We had testimonials from LeBron himself, AD, JJ Redick I think was in there, so it was pretty big time.
I'm just trying to wrap my mind around how you get to this level of fame to have a personal DJ. And of course, one shot from the field here too. Let's wrap this bad boy up at the facility. Let's go be the head of the Lazy Boy Roundtable. That's my kind of spot. This is really the whole comfort area. You got all your massage chairs over here and the lounge through this beautiful entrance this way. This right here, that's that P4 life, baby. And of course you're not at Duke, unless you have a court at the football facility too. One shot, you know the drill. Also, not an athlete. As you can see. Banks open, it is a Tuesday. Second floor, team room, to your wall, little bowl season action. But what might be the highlight of this whole entire building, from the Duke UNC game, Duke currently has the victory bell, and we're gonna ring it. I think we're gonna do the roll around method. All right, I hope we're the only people in here, because I think this is gonna be really loud. Now it's done. Weight room. Whoa. And now the big part, we're gonna step into the locker room. Players are at practice right now. I don't wanna show everyone's individual mess, but we do have one that we can take a peek at, see what they're working with. Here's our little pods right there. And got a little extra space here. Little extra space up there. Then down on the seat, some more room for snacks too. And to wrap up our tour, We got to go on the field. I was a little afraid I was going to hurt myself on the roof, but now I'm definitely afraid. We got to take these guys off. Can you hold on to these?
Absolutely.
Appreciate that. I don't know if this gate's open, but we're going to find out. Let's go! Wallace Wade, baby. That's how you do a facility tour. And my slides are back. Yes. Let's try that again. Not an athlete. Better late than never. Seriously, guys. Appreciate you guys making this video what it is. This is an awesome way to end it. Duke football staff. Great team right here. Appreciate it, guys. That is what you call that good stuff. Now walking away from everybody, that legitimately did exceed my expectations. But now with that out of the way, back to the regular schedule programming. What a beautiful day on a forested Cameron campus. Some things that can be tough going to all these different colleges is figuring out parking at every single one. We're gonna be a little late to this volleyball game because I found Duke's to be pretty rough. It's a Sunday and I searched far and wide for a free parking lot. There had to be one, right? But I don't think there is. $10 for soccer and volleyball is pretty tough. But most Sundays from here on out, we're probably gonna be at NFL games. So this might be the least amount of parking on a Sunday too. At least it is a pretty walk. I don't want that one gripe to take away from me liking this campus quite a bit. According to my map, we're just one quick ride down Cheskyville to our location. If I read this correctly, I think this is free admission, so I can just get in anywhere maybe. The walk-on challenge never really truly dies, does it? We gotta go somewhere else. Right across from Wallace Wade. Main entrance, gonna be over here. This is actually the most excited I've been to go to a volleyball game ever. Just to be at Cameron Indoor. It's a long time coming, guys. Let's see what this place is looking like. Right upon entrance, we got all sorts of stuff on display. 2015 National Championship. This Tyus Jones Sports Illustrated cover is fantastic. Whole wall of jerseys, all the way from Danny Ferry and Bobby Hurley to Shane Battier and Ellen Brand, all the way to Quinn Cook, Justice Winslow, Jaleel Okafor. I would also be remiss to not shout out the women's side while we're dedicating a full day to women's sports. Look at that WNBA wall. Let's take a peek at some rings before we head in. And these Kyries that definitely have an Eastern Michigan logo on them. There's a lot of people here doing exactly what I'm doing. Probably not the part of miking up and putting it on YouTube, but a lot of wall watching here. I'm a firm believer if you spend enough time on any campus in the country, you can give them a superlative that they're better than anyone at. At Duke, definitely the best bathroom signs in the country. Not to say that's the only thing they're the best at. It just makes me smile every time I see them. Looks like we have a pretty good chance to get our win-loss record up here too. We'll take that all day. As we sit down too, we got our first fan of the page right here. And this is one of the most locked-in individuals I've seen. Keeping score, free game, just for the love of the game.
Yeah.
Chicken scratch handwriting. How do you feel about the game today?
Actually, at this point, kind of want FIE to win for a G5 upset and get over to women's soccer faster as well.
How is this Duke volleyball team? And you got the know, so you got to be the guy to know.
Duke's at least a standard ACC team, but they're in trouble right now. They're down 2-1 and 15-12, so we'll see if FIE can pull off the upset.
God love seeing a High Point fan in the building, which I think we're going to be at on Tuesday, hopefully. I heard it's pretty locked down. Don't know if I can. Haven't heard from anyone at High Point, but that basketball arena, if we can see that in person, we'd love to do that. I can 100% see why basketball tickets here are so expensive. Everyone knows this is small already, but seeing it in person, oh my Lord. It is perfect in here though. Hardly anything's been touched in probably 50 years at least. These chairs are super old. These bleachers still being just wooden roll-out bleachers is awesome to me. I don't even know what this is up here, but it has a lot of aesthetic. Even the banners I have up here, which I think they might have over 100, looks like they haven't been touched in almost 50 years either. Except the pretty new ones that still look like they're on 40, 50-year-old material. This area right here though, this is my favorite part of the whole concourse. So regal, so classy. I always forget Tommy Amaker played for Duke. Even around the concourse, this is not that updated in the best way possible. Even these images right here, they just feel like they've been there forever. I don't know if this is that crazy of a take, but of all the basketball arenas I've been to, they're about the same size. The Palestra is older, of course, but this still feels like it's trying to keep the same history. They just captured the exact same vibe to me. But after all that talking, it looks like we just about wrapped up here, and Duke ended up not winning this game. And as we head to Duke soccer, one thing I am really excited about is we do have some contacts out here. After this, we're going back to my buddy's place in Raleigh from day 1 and 2. And since I knew I was coming back, I didn't pack everything for the full trip. on day 3 and 4. So if you see me wear this exact same shirt, at least a little bit for every episode so far, I promise it's not gonna usually be like that. I have no other choice. That's a good photo op. I wasn't playing about these bathroom signs. They really have them everywhere. Hey, thanks for helping me out.
Of course, man.
Are you one of the social media admins that can't really be on camera? Or? Well, I appreciate it nonetheless.
Of course, man.
Yeah.
Enjoy the game.
Thanks so much.
Post about it. Put our program out there.
Sure thing, that's what we're here to do. Where's the best spot to take my shirt off at a women's soccer game? Right here seems okay. One thing I think this Duke social media team is actually really humble about, for Duke's women's soccer, how many followers on Instagram do you think they have? They're at like almost 70,000. That's more than a lot of FBS football teams. I would even say that's more followers than almost any non-revenue team in the entire country. Gotta be like top 10. The best view of the #1 women's soccer team in the country. Take it all in, everybody. Got about 6 minutes and some change until the game starts. First kick. I actually don't know what they call it in soccer. I'm gonna predict Duke wins this 5-0. I know in women's basketball, the top of the top really dominates everybody else. I'm inclined to think it's the same way for soccer. We're gonna find out. Score didn't quite meet her predictions, but a lead is a lead too. Yeah! That's all they wrote for me. Thanks for coming out. First G-Fed meetup of the day, 100 days. Take care. That dude rocks. One of us. 3 sports, 1 stop. Pretty diverse day for you, boy. Let's wrap it up at Biscuitville. Rank our 100 fast food chains. Call it a day. I love a greasy breakfast, and I've seen these all over North Carolina. I think this is gonna be right up my alley. Hey, can I get the sausage and egg combo, please? Egg is kind of thin. Biscuit, of course, is great. I mean, it is Biscuitville after all. I'm not blown away by this, but it's at worst a solid fast food breakfast sandwich. This right here is what I think is gonna be money though. This hash brown casserole. I don't see a lot of fast food breakfasts get too deep in their bag with sides, so I'm really pumped about this. This is elite. Could probably use a little bit of hot sauce for both of these. It probably was inside and I just missed it. Even then, with the competition we have, this is #1 right now. I think it will get topped at some point though. We'll see. Back to Raleigh to see our buddy Helm and crash at his place for night number 3. Great friend of mine. This watching a game on a couch thing kind of hits. After just a little break from the action, I think it's about time to call it a night now.